everyone. We are solving the short questions from exponential equations. In the previous class, we solved the questions up to number 6, short questions. Now we have question number 7. Our question number 7 is like this: 3 to the power 2x plus 3 minus 2 times 9 to the power x plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3. So we have to solve this equation here. This is an exponential equation because the power, the variable x, it is in the form of exponent here. So for that we know that we have to make the same base. After making same base only, by equating the exponent we can find the value of x. So we try for this. For this 3 to the power 2x into 3 to the power 3. This 3 to the power 2x plus 3 can be written as 3 to the power 2x into 3 to the power 3. We can separate the power like this, we know it very well. And this minus 2 as it is, and this 9 also can be written as 3 square, and power x plus 1 as it is equal to 1 upon 3. 9 is 3 square and power, another power x plus 1 is as it is there because these two powers are multiplied together. It is 3 to the power 2x into 3 to the power 3 minus 2 into 3 to the power 2x plus 2, 1 upon 3. These 2 and x plus 1 are multiplied together, 2x plus 2. Now on the right hand side also 3 to the power 2x into 3 to the power 3 minus 2 into 3 to the power 2x into 3 to the power 2 is equal to, this can be written as 3 to the power minus 1, the right hand side, 1 upon 3. It can be written as 3 to the power minus 1, and this 3 to the power 2x plus 2 can be written as 3 to the power 2x into 3 to the power 2. We know it very well. Now in the left hand side, in two terms I am taking 3 to the power 2x common. We can take 3 square also, but I am not taking 3 square. I am taking the common only in the this 3 to the power 2x, so that it will be easier for us to simplify. 3 to the power 2x, after taking 3 to the power 2x common, what will be remaining there? 3 to the power 3, 3 cube. And in the second term 2 into 3 square is equal to 3 to the power minus 1. 3 to the power 12, so it is 27 minus 339 to the 18 is equal to 3 to the power minus 1. To the power 2x. Now what is the difference? 27 minus 18, it is 9 is equal to 3 to the power minus 1. With this 9, either you bring this on the other side, or you can make the same base here also in the left hand side, because 3 to the power 2x and it is 3 to the power 2, 9 is 3 square is equal to 3 to the power minus 1, or we can bring this to the right hand side to divide also, or we can make the same base in the left hand side, because this 9 can be made 3 square. We can write 9 as 3 square, so on the same base powers are added together. 3 to the power 2x plus 2 is equal to 3 to the power minus 1 as it is on the right hand side, because on the same base the powers are added together in multiplication form. 2x and 2x plus 2. Now you can see we have the same base on both sides, that is 3. Now after having the same base, we can equate the powers. So what is the power of 3 in the left hand side? 2x plus 2, and the power of same base 3 on the right hand side, it is minus 1. Or 2x is equal to minus 1 minus 2. This plus 2 is brought to the right hand side. Or 2x is equal to minus 1 minus 2, it is minus 3. Therefore x is equal to minus 3 upon 2. When this 2 is brought to the right hand side, it goes to divide this minus 3. Therefore x is equal to minus 3 upon 2. Question number 8. Our question is 2 to the power x minus 5 into 5 to the power x minus 4 is equal to 5. So by solving this equation, we have to find the value of x. Let's start it. This 2 to the power x minus 5 can be written as 2 to the power x into 2 to the power minus 5. Similarly, this 5 to the power x minus 4, it is 5 to the power x into 5 to the power minus 4 is equal to 5. Now this 2 to the power x and 5 to the power x are written together, and this 2 to the power minus 5, it can be written as 1 upon 2 to the power 5. Similarly, this 5 to the power minus 4, 1 upon 5 to the power 4 is equal to 5. Because this 2 to the power x and 5 to the power x are written together here, this 2 to the power minus 5, it is 1 upon 2 to the power 5, then 5 to the power minus 4, 1 upon 5 to the power 4. This 2 to the power x into 5 to the power x can be written as 2 into 5 to the power x. Because if we have a to the power m into b to the power m, we can write a into b to the power m. If the different bases have the same power like this in multiplication form, we can raise the common power for the product of the bases a to b to the power m. And this 2 to the power 5 and 5 to the power 4 both go to multiply this 5 in the right hand side by the rule of cross multiplication. 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 4. It is 10 to the power x. If we multiply these all, we get this much. It is 5, it is 32, it is 625. 5 into 32 into 625. If you multiply this, you will get this much. And it is 10 to the power 5. As we have 5 zeros for 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this can be written as 10 to the power x is equal to 10 to the power 5. Because 10 to the power 5, we know that it is 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So it is 10 to the power. That means it is for 1, how many zeros are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, for this 1 with this 5 zeros can be written as 10 to the power 5. To make the same base on both sides. By doing so, we will have the same base 10 on both sides. And so power can be equated. Therefore, x is equal to 5. This is the answer. Okay, thank you. Question number 9. 2 to the power 3x minus 5 into a to the power x minus 2 is equal to 2 to the power x minus 2 into a to the power 1 minus x. In this question, you can see that there are two bases. One is 2, another one is a. To solve this question for x in an easy way, we bring all this right hand side to the left hand side to divide. That means if we have a is equal to b, we can write this in two ways. A minus b is equal to 0. If we bring this b directly to the left hand side by changing the sign. Another one is a upon b is equal to 1. If we bring this b to divide this left hand side, what will be remaining there? In the right hand side, 1. So here also we do the same. We bring this right hand side to divide the left hand side, so that 1 will be remaining in the right hand side. Because to get 1 is also one technique to solve this type of exponential equation. Because when we get 1, we can raise the power of any base for this one, power 0. Because power 0 of any base is 1, we know it very well. So therefore, I am writing this as 2 to the power 3x minus 5 into a to the power x minus 2 upon 2 to the power x minus 2 into a to the power 1 minus x is equal to 1. Now we collect the power of 2 as well as a, or in numerator. When you collect the power of 2 in numerator, 2 to the power 3x minus 5. Already we have the power of 2 in numerator. When you bring this x minus 2 in the numerator, the sign changes, minus x plus 2. Similarly, a to the power x minus 2. Already in numerator, when you bring this 1 minus x in the numerator, it will become minus 1 plus x is equal to 1 as it is on the right hand side. So it is 2 to the power on the same base we have added together. By changing the sign, we have brought this denominator to the numerator. Now it becomes 2 to the power 3x minus x. It is 2x minus 5 plus 2, it is minus 3 into a to the power x plus x. 2x minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. Now we have the same power of 2 and a here. A 2 to the power 2x minus 3, a to the power also 2x minus 3. We know that if we have a to the power m into b to the power m, we can write this as ab to the power m. On the different bases we have the same. If we have the same power, same exponent, we can raise the same exponent for the product of base, the product of the two bases here, a and b. So just like this, this can be written as 2a to the power 2x minus 3 is equal to, now this one can be written as 2a to the power 0. So in this way, we get the same base here, 2a. Now equating the exponent, or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or 2x is equal to 3, therefore x is equal to 3 upon 2. So this is one very important technique to solve such type of exponential equation, to bring the whole right hand side to the left hand side, to divide, so that 1 will be remaining there in the right hand side. When we have 1 only on the right hand side, we can raise the power 0 of any base. Equations. The questions which I have written here on the board, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, because up to number 9 we solved in the previous classes. These questions also asked in different exams, mainly SC exam. So these are important questions for the coming examinations as well, and these are all the concept building questions. Let's start to solve these questions one by one. So our first question here, question number 10 is 5 to the power x plus 5 to the power x plus 1 plus 5 to the power x plus 2 is equal to 155. So for this question, 5 to the power x as it is, this 5 to the power x plus 1 can be written as 5 to the power x into 5 to the power 1. Similarly, this 5 to the power x plus 2 can be written as 5 to the power x into 5 to the power 2 is equal to 155. Because we know that a to the power m plus n is equal to a to the power m into a to the power n. So we can take 5 to the power x common here. The first term we have 5 to the power x only. Second term 5 to the power x into 5 to the power 1 plus third term 5 to the power x into 5 square. We have 5 to the power x here, we have 5 to the power x here in the second term also, we have 5 to the power x in the third term also. So we can take 5 to the power x from all three terms. So after taking 5 to the power x, what will be remaining here? In the first term, 1. In the second, 5 to the power 1, it is 5 only. In the third term, it is 5 square is equal to 155 as it is on the right hand side. So it is 5 to the power x. It is one more time, 1 plus 5 plus 25 is equal to 155. 5 to the power x into 25 plus 5, 30, 30 plus 1, 31 is equal to 155. or 5 to the power x is equal to 155 divided by 31. This 31 goes to divide 155 on the other side. So how many times? 5 to the power x is equal to, this is 3, 5. 5 times 31 into 5, 5, 1, 5, 15. So it is 5 times 31 divides 155 5 times. 5 to the power x is equal to 5 to the power 1. So easily we get the same base 5 on both sides. Therefore, x is equal to 1 is the required answer. So it was this question number 10. Just by separating the power of this 5x plus 1 is 5 to the power x into 5 to the power 1. Similarly, this 5 to the power x plus 2 is 5 to the power x into 5 to the power 2. So that we can get 5 to the power x common from all three terms, and easily we could solve the equation for x. Now let's solve this question number 11. Our question number 11 is 7 to the power 2x plus 1 into 5 to the power 2x minus 1 is equal to 7 upon 5. We have done similar one question in the previous number also, and let's do this again. So it is 7 to the power 2x into 7 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 2x into 5 to the power minus 1 by separating the power, because 7 to the power 2x plus 1, it is 7 to the power 2x into 7 to the power 1, 5 to the power 2x minus 1 also 5 to the power 2x into 5 to the power minus 1. So it can be written as 7 to the power 2x into 5 to the power 2x. I am writing these two together, and this 7 as it is, and we know that this 5 to the power minus 1, it is 1 upon 5 is equal to 7 upon 5, right hand side as it is. Or this 7 to the power 2x, 5 to the power 2x can be written as 7 into 5 to the power 2x is equal to, if you do the cross multiplication here, the 5 goes up, 7 goes down on the other side. So 7 into 5 upon 5 into 7. This 5 goes up to multiply with this 7, and this 7 goes down here. So that this 7, 7 and 5, 5 both cancel. So it is 35 to the power 2x is equal to, what is remaining there? 1. Okay, look at one thing. If we have a to the power m into b to the power m, don't be confused. We can write a into b to the power m. I have done the same thing here. 7 to the power 2x into 5 to the power 2x. It is 7 into 5 to the power 2x. So 35 to the power 2x. For this one, we can write 35 to the power 0. When we have 1, we can raise the power 0 of any base for 1. So therefore we have got the same base on both sides, 35. Now we can equate the power. I am writing here, or 2x is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 0 upon 2. It is 0. Therefore x is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 0, and x is equal to, when this 2 goes to divide on the other side, 0 upon 2, it is 0. That means x is equal to 0. This is question number 11. Now let's solve this question number 12. It is also important short question. Two to the power x plus 2 plus 2 to the power x plus 3 upon 2 is equal to 1. To solve this question, one method is by taking the LCM. because first term here 2 to the power x plus 2 and second term 2 to the power x plus 3 upon 2. If you take 2 LCM, this 2 to the power x plus 2 into 2 to the power 1. You multiply together because LCM is 2. We get the LCM 2. When you multiply 2 to the power x plus 2 into 2 to the power 1, it is 2 to the power x plus 2 plus 1. That is 2 to the power x plus 3. It becomes 2 to the power x plus 3. If you take the LCM. But I am doing this without taking LCM. We can do it without taking LCM also. Because in numerator and denominator we have the same base 2. Numerator of the second term 2 to the power x plus 3. Denominator of the second term we have 2. So we can collect the power of 2 together, bringing this 2 from the denominator. That means 2 to the power 1. If you bring this up, it becomes minus 1 on the same base. This is another technique. Either by taking the LCM in this way. If you take the LCM, we will have the LCM 2, because denominator of the first term that is 1. We have to multiply 2 to the power x plus 2 with this LCM 2. While multiplying, it becomes 2 to the power x plus 3, and second term also 2 to the power x plus 3 in numerator. Numerator will be added there. 2 to the power x plus 3 plus 2 to the power x plus 3. It can be written as 2 times 2 to the power x plus 3. We'll get the same condition here. You will understand better in the next step. 2 to the power x plus 2 plus 2 to the power x plus 3 minus 1. Look here, guys. This 2 denominator 2 has the power 1. Where it is brought up, because we have the formula. If we have a to the power m upon a to the power n, if you bring this up, it is a to the power m minus n. Just like this, 2 to the power x plus 3 upon 2 to the power, if there is no 1, nothing, there is 1. If this is brought up, it is minus 1 on the same base. So the 2 times 2 to the power x plus 2 is equal to, okay, one more line, 2 to the power x plus 2 plus 2 to the power, this also x plus 2, 3 minus 1, it is 2. We know that a plus a, it is 2a. Similarly, 2 to the power x plus 2 plus 2 to the power x plus 2, 2 times 2 to the power x plus 2 is equal to 1. If you bring this 2, send this 2 on the other side, 2 to the power x plus 2 is equal to 1 upon 2, or 2 to the power x plus 2 is equal to, it is 2 to the power minus 1. 1 upon 2 is, it is 2 to the power minus 1. When you bring this 2 to the numerator from the denominator, it has power 1, so it becomes 2 to the power minus 1. Now we have the same base on both sides, base 2. So we can equate the power. X plus 2 is equal to minus 1, or x is equal to, it is minus 1, because we have 2 to the power minus 1 there. X is equal to minus 1. If you bring this plus 2 to the right hand side, it also becomes minus 2. Therefore we get x is equal to minus 3. So we can we solve this question number 12 by bringing this 2 directly up, because we have the same base on numerator and denominator in the second term. Now question number 13. Our question number 13 is slightly different. And condition is given there. If a to the power x is equal to b, b to the power y is equal to c, and c to the power z is equal to a, we have to prove x, y, z is equal to 1. With the help of the given condition, a to the power x is equal to b, and b to the power y is equal to c, and c to the power z is equal to a. Question number 13. We have, if you write to start from the last, c to the power z is equal to a. So that we can put the value of c directly here. I have starting to write from the last here, c to the power z is equal to a. because we are given a to the power x is equal to b, b to the power y is equal to c, and c to the power z is equal to a. We don't have any problem to write any condition here. I have taken the last equality, c to the power z is equal to a, so that we can put the value one by one easily, because for c, this c can be replaced by b to the power y. For the place of this c, I write b to the power y, and this power z as it is equal to a, that is b to the power yz is equal to a. Now what is b? B is a to the power x. This b can be replaced by a to the power x, or to the power yz as it is equal to a, that is a to the power x yz is equal to a. A means a to the power 1. There is power 1 of a. So that we have the same base here, left hand side, right hand side. You can see in the left hand side base is a, on the right hand side also base is a to the power x y z, a to the power 1. When we have the same base, power can be equated. Therefore x y z is equal to 1. It is proved now. What we have to prove? X y z is equal to 1. We have to prove this in the question number 13. We got this result here, x y z is equal to 1. This could be proved very easily here by making the same base on both sides. Don't be confused. Main thing is to understand the technique here, how we can make the same base on both sides. To make the same base, to get the same base on both sides in an easy way, I have started to write from the last condition, c to the power z is equal to a, so that in the place of c we can write b to the power y. Similarly, in the place of b we can write a to the power x. On the right hand side already we have a, base a. In the left hand side also we got it, and the base a to the power x y z. This is the technique. Now we have last question here, question number 14. It is also similar to question number 13. Here also we are given the condition a to the power x is equal to b to the power y, and b is equal to a square. With the help of this condition we have to prove that x minus 2y is equal to 0. But the main thing here in the given condition, we are given the two conditions here, a to the power x is equal to b to the power y, and b is equal to a square. We try to make the same base. You can see two bases here, one is a, another is b. So we convert, we change one in terms of another. Either we have to express this a in terms of b, or we have to express b in terms of a. Then only we can have the same base here. And after getting the same base, just equating the power, we have to prove this. We will get this thing, x minus 2y is equal to 0. Don't be confused, this relation, what we have to prove here, x minus 2y is equal to 0. The two variables x and y, they are as an exponent here, presenting there in the given condition as exponent in the form of power. So unless making the same base, powers cannot be equated, and without equated power, equating the power will not get this relation. So we should be very clear about this thing. We have to make the same base. For that, either we have to express this a in terms of b, or b in terms of a. So taking the first condition, here we have a to the power x is equal to b to the power y. I am separating this a. That means I am expressing this in terms of how is this possible. Look here now. We do one thing here, which is very important to understand. X a to the power x into 1 upon x, b to the power y into 1 upon x. Have you understood what I have done here? I have raised the same power 1 upon x on both sides. If we have a is equal to b, then we can write a square is equal to b square, squaring both sides. We can write a q is equal to b cube, cubing both sides, or a power 4 is equal to b power 4. Just like this, I have raised the power 1 upon x on both sides. Left hand side also this power is multiplied by 1 upon x. Right hand side also the power y is multiplied by 1 upon x. That means if we have a is equal to b, we can write a to the power 1 upon x is equal to b to the power 1 upon x also. The same power, anything, can be raised on both sides. So that this x cancel, and we will get a is equal to b to the power y upon x. Now with the help of this relation, or we can express this b also in terms of a, no problem. B to the power y is equal to a to the power x. If we multiply this by 1 upon y, a to the power x into 1 upon y, this y will be cancelled. B is equal to a to the power x upon y. In this way, we can express this b in terms of a, or in this way a in terms of b. So that from the second condition b is equal to a square, we will get the same base on both sides. So that we can equate the power. Again we have the second condition, b square is b is equal to a square. So we put the value of a there. So b, what is a? b to the power y upon x whole to the power 2. We know that the power multiplied together, it is b is equal to b to the power 2y upon x. Because this is not square like this. This is not y upon x whole square. The power multiplied together. Always, if we have a to the power m into n, this is a to the power m into n. A to the power mn. So this y upon x into 2. One power of b is y upon x, another power of b is 2. So when y upon x and 2 are multiplied together, simply it is 2y upon x. So that I have written here b to the power 2y upon x there. Or b to the power 1 is equal to b to the power 2y upon x. It is now we have got the same base both sides, base b. So power can be equated. 1 is equal to 2y upon x. If you do the cross multiplication, x is equal to 2y. If you bring this 2y on the left hand side, x minus 2y is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 2y is equal to 0. What we have to prove here? So it is proved. We get the required result. What we have to prove? This relation, what we have to prove here with the help of given condition, we could get it in a very easy way, just expressing or making the same base on both sides. This is the technique to make the same base, because you can see we have the two bases here. One side we have a, another side we have b. How one can be replaced by another? How one can be converted or written in terms of another? One can be expressed in terms of another. This is our technique. With the help of this relation, from a to the power x is equal to b to the power y, we get a is equal to b to the power y upon x, raising power 1 upon x on both sides. And again, by using the second condition, b is equal to a square, putting the value of a is b to the power y upon x, we got the same base here. After getting the same base, just equating the power, we got the result what we have to prove. Okay, thank you, bye bye.